Good afternoon. Let's talk about a couple different things and start off with economic proposals by the House Republicans. At the moment, they're asking, or almost demanding, that the debt ceiling be increased by $4 trillion. This is even though they just increased it a couple of months ago. They're spending money as if it was going out of style. At the same time, the Congressional Budget Office, this is not the Republicans or Democrats, this is the independent Congressional Budget Office, has calculated that the present plans of the Republicans will add $7 trillion to the debt. At the same time, their Medicaid and Medicare plans will take about 15 million people off the health insurance rolls. This is the plan that's being proposed by MAGA and the Trumpsters, and I certainly hope it doesn't get any support from the Democrats on either the House or the Senate side. This is absolutely irresponsible. At the same time, President Trump looks to be ready to accept an airplane, $400 million airplane from the Qatari government, and has been given the go-ahead by the whiz-bang Attorney General Pam Biondi. What nobody has pointed out when Pam Biondi talks about this stuff, and she's been the woman who had been Attorney General in Florida, who dropped the investigation against Trump after he gave her $25,000 to run one of her campaigns. That she was paid by the Qatari government starting in 2019 $115,000 a month as a paid spokesman for the Qatari government. Conflicts of interest don't seem to exist with the Trump administration. At the same time now, the United States has accepted 59, quote, refugees from South Africa with no proof at all that they're being harassed or there's any problem with their living in South Africa. Meanwhile, Trump is throwing out the Afghanis who helped support us during the war in Afghanistan, who supported our military, who supported our troops, and throwing out other people of color who have had the misfortune of living in countries where they have been threatened and their lives are at risk. Trump doesn't care about them because they're people of color. It's the same way he doesn't care about the people on Medicaid because they're poor or people of color, so what the hell? What do they have to offer that Trump wants to have support? We also ought to note that I back up for a second, the Qatari government is the group of people that saved Jared Kushner from his greatly over-leveraged property at 660 Fifth Avenue in New York, that they saved him from that property probably going into bankruptcy. And we should note that the countries in the Middle East who have supported Kushner and the Trump folks for ages and on into the future, building Trump hotels and Trump golf courses in the Middle East. Finally, we should note that Trump completely collapsed as far as his tariffs. When China is concerned, he still has them too high at 30%. He'd had them at 145%, but he told us that these tariffs were absolutely brilliant because they would pay off the national debt and they would stop any of us from having to pay income taxes anymore. Once again, he was a liar. He can't deliver on his promises. He won't deliver on his promises, and he says things without any thought. It's the same way Hegseth and Trump started bombing the Houthis in Yemen, and it turns out that they outlasted us. They mocked us. Because of them, we've lost two $70 million jets, and I think seven $30 million drones that on a apparently a very poorly thought out and executed